if you want to watch that bit on my shit soon.
Well, the hope was that these Florida showers would have passed through by now, but it looks like we're in for a wet one tonight at Raymond James Stadium in Tampa. Tonight we finish off week 6
Here we go with this shit,
between the Carolina Panthers
it's raining,
and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
I know they're going to cheat me.
Set to go now in week 6 of the NFL
Watch
season, and we are underway.
No, I know it. My stream won.
Taken in at the 3.
Damn, man. Put the stream in the chat. There we go. Let's go, man. Damn, Rich on that song with this.
Lawrence going to put it up right away.
What the fuck, Lord? Where we going this shit?
One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary.
They're wide open. I forgot I got to get
but don't expect them to
Gabe
back
Davis
away from
involved
attacking
too.
all game long.
Come on, bro. Lawrence, do not start this, bro. Come on, bro.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. First carry for the Clemson man, Travis Etienne. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. On 1st and 10, it's Lawrence.
Damn.
This one almost intercepted.
Brian Burns is going
Not
crazy,
a good throw
bro.
there, nearly an opening drive, INT. Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. Lawrence. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Well, this defense for the Panthers, they had certainly had their struggles to start the season, but they put it all together in getting that first victory a week ago.
Yeah, and what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
Come on, bro.
3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
And 3rd down is a key down in any game you play. And 3rd down defense, something we've got to watch in this one.
Straight under pressure is like my whole line is not him.
4th down. Here's Lawrence. That's complete. It's Chris Godwin. And he's going to have the Bucs first down as they manage to convert and keep the drive alive. They're able to keep the drive alive. 7 yards that time, and the decision to go for it proves to be a good one. So this drive going to continue following the conversion on 4th. Here's 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Here's Lawrence. They'll get this out to the flat for Etienne. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's 2nd down. The Buccaneers did a very solid 4-1 here in the early part of the year. And they coming off their very first loss of the season, suffered a week ago.
So now we can all take that chasing the 1972 Dolphins and take it and throw it right out the window, right? But let's face it, not many teams talk about that or even have interest in it. All they want to do right now is bounce back after that loss.
Throwing again here, it's Lawrence. And that's complete to Etienne out of the backfield. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door, 1st and goal. And they'll run with Etienne. And he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Now from the 7, here's second and goal. One more time with ETN. And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line. Well, they've gotten it to the 4 on this opening drive, but now they face a 3rd and goal.
Told you, dumbass nigga. Not the right defense.
And that caps off what was really a balanced opening drive for them, Charles. They work in the rushing game and the aerial attack, and they end it with a touchdown.
Probably not look at the wind, bro.
In so many ways, wasn't it, partner? Their ability to throw it and run it and accomplish their goal, they've got to like the way that they started this ball game.
The Bucs ready for the kickoff. And here we go. It's in the air. From the 10. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Down, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Now Smith. He's got his tight end. It's Tommy Tremble. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a Carolina first down on a gain of 16.
Yeah, I didn't pay attention to the wind. That shit's 17 miles per hour.
2nd and 8 coming up. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. From the gun, they'll try to run it. Pretty quick burst there as he gets this across midfield and down to the 46. Give him 10 there, good enough for a Panther first down. Out of the gun, and he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it. And it's 2nd down.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
2nd down and 8. Right back to Hubbard. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. Another 2-yard gain there, but they'll need to do better this time. It's 3rd and 6. 2 yards on the first down carry, and then followed up by 2 yards on the second down carry.
Well, that's definitely not going to be enough to get the job done. Wasn't the expression 3 yards in a cloud of dust?
Now they're going to need 6 on 3rd down to keep the drive going.
Let's go.
Trying to fit it into more, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Pat Surtain. And the Buccaneers are going to take possession of the football. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training. So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. Now Lawrence on first down.
Good catch, boy.
He's going to hook up with his big tight end, complete. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
He's a rookie, and you don't want to get hung up on the word potential. But when you see him make catches like that, you keep thinking to yourself, He's good now. He's got a chance to be great with plenty of work.
What the? Bro. Did you just see that? This nigga Chris Godwin was... Oh my God. Trevor Lawrence, dog. This nigga just threw that bitch so off, bro.
This is the result of a quarterback who's simply trying to do too much. Feels like he's trying to make up for what he did last week. And you can't do it all on one throw.
Bro, are you kidding me? This game is dog shit, bro.
So still backed up
Oh,
the situation.
God, nigga covered through it. Dumb shit, hold it, bro. Man, that shit back, bro.
Alright, so they got that one, Charles,
against
the center.
And let's remember how difficult it is for the center, because remember, he's got to snap the ball to put the play in motion, and sometimes you got that big guy on your nose, you got sometimes where he's coming at you at an angle. It's a difficult job for him to snap the ball and then execute his block.
And he'll run on the inside handle, and he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter.
This nigga Lawrence just do some dumb shit. Nigga never gonna get no fucking touchdown passes. Come on, bro. Get another stop, bro. Fuck, dog.
On 2nd and 11 now. Smith. That caught by Trimble. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line.
Holding. Bring that shit back.
So that one a hold right guard.
And you understand why offensive and defensive linemen probably go to martial arts schools and work on their hands so often, because that can be the make or break difference on a play. This time he had to grab a jersey in order to make the play happen. Got caught for the
Thank you, bro.
He rifles one that's intercepted. And the Bucs are going to take possession of the football. And they'll take possession already in the red zone and in a great spot to add points to the scoreboard.
And Brandon, how many times have we seen a defense with a lot of field behind them get even more aggressive, right? They feel like they've got them not pinned down, but in a favorable spot for them, and they took advantage of it there. Got a nice interception and set up their offense in great shape.
And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay
There we go.
touchdown.
There we fucking go.
Chris Godwin, his second touchdown on the season. And the Bucs are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. This time, the extra point up and good. And the lead now stands at 13. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Fields this way up at the 17. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
This is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit, like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern a little bit. Whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
Now a first down throw. It's Smith.
Oh my goodness. Was you watching this shit? Is you watching this shit? They just made me drop a fucking pick, dog. Oh my God.
I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
Now he's back to running the ball.
Back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And only a couple there as he'll take this up to the 47. Pretty good.
Let me really see that pass more in school, bro. This nigga running cover 3. I thought the scene. This man threw the ball all the way to the right. So what's the call on the left? I never.
Throwing on third down, Smith. And he will find the open man. It's DJ Moore. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
The fuck?
Here's Smith. And his throw is...
No, you ain't got no use.
This could be the start of a nice stand for this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
On 2nd down, here's a run with Hubbard.
This is only running, bro. I can't get mad. I dropped
the 18 after a gain of 18. 1st and 10.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. And they'll go again here with Hubbard.
Yeah, that's it, Josh.
And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
Hubbard. Oh, he's going absolutely nowhere as he is hit behind the line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Let's go, dumbass nigga.
Flag down, and I believe one of the Panthers got
Come on,
moving
y'all.
early.
Hold the door and we good.
Things made a little more difficult after the false start as they try again on 2nd and goal. Now Smith. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
That was not a real confidence.
How many
right
picks
there.
am I going to draw,
to start the game. Now he's going to have to find a groove with a big 3rd down coming up. Let's see if his confidence can increase.
Now Smith on 3rd and goal.
Thank you, God. Because how the fuck do you get beat like that, McCollum?
And based on my math, they've only converted
take it,
one
fuck,
time
dude.
thus
You
far
should
in this
have
game,
those
so you can see the frustration starting to come out a little bit. 3rd downs, they've been a problem for them all game. They've got to start becoming solutions.
Gonzalez's kick is good, and they will indeed get on the board here, but still trailing. It's now 13-3. So, Charles, they are on the board after that kick. So, 3 drives, 3 points. Obviously not the start that you were hoping for.
Wait, he online?
They're able to erase that 0 off the scoreboard.
Yeah, I guess what you're saying is a point of drive is not what offenses are striving for by any stretch. You're happy they've got 3
you waited this long, but you might well play.
For bigger points down the road.
The Bucs offense
I thought you
set
said
to
he was
begin
online.
their next possession. Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this one?
I think it does a little
Dave
bit,
Davis
but
yards,
not too much, because you're right. You get the extra rest, you get a chance to heal
that's the
up
wrong play.
and kind of do a little bit of a reset for this team. But it's also
That's crazy.
7
Devin
extra
just
days to
smacked
think back
that
to the
man,
last time
bro.
you were on the field. So now, a little more importance on what they're getting done because they carry it with them for essentially 2 weeks.
And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40.
It certainly feels like there are more stars at the tight end position than there were even 10 years ago. And I think it's become more of a glamour position because of the ways it can hurt a defense, and guys want to be involved. They can be in line, close to the line of scrimmage. They can split out like receivers. But hands, route running, speed, and some toughness to go across the middle, you put it all together, you got a heck of a tight end candidate.
They go play action now. Lawrence. He'll air this one out deep for Davis.
Let's go, Davis.
And he's got it. Caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Now for the point after. He missed one earlier, remember, but this time he gets it to go. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And a short kick taken at about the 16.
No. Oh, let's go. Damn, bitch, my damn. What that shit called? My special teams is ass.
Now that's the kind of return you're looking for. To get to that spot on the field, that allows you to do a lot of things on offense.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
One thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness, maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature, to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
I don't even know what defense I'm in.
Right back to him on first down.
Damn, I was not in no good defense.
The open space to run as he's down close to the 30 here. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. Now it's Smith.
I was right there.
It's more. And they're going to be set up now with a ball at the 13-yard line. That catch now puts him on the doorstep of 500. It's his 499th reception. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. Tough spot looking at 2nd and 16 here after the big loss. To throw is Smith. Well, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Down several scores and playing behind the chains is not the way to have success in this one. Right now, if you're the offensive line, your big concern, protecting your quarterback and giving him a chance to try and throw something downfield to pick up the needed yardage.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Throwing is Smith. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
This defense has certainly played well so far in this game, and the coverage has been tight on just about every throw. Forced a few here so far in this game, and now it brings up 4th down.
And he missed it. Gonzalez has pushed it to the right, and the deficit will stay at 3 scores.
Boy, that's 3 points you really expect to have. That's nothing more than a lack of concentration to me, because an NFL kicker should make this kick in his sleep.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And with a 3-score lead already, this is not time for a momentum change, so I'd imagine they'd be happy to just take this into the locker room. Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner.
He did.
That's a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
That's a dude. I would play, but take the win, dude. NFC tight, bro, so I would play, because I be feeling to play, but take the win, but huh? I would play, but shit.
After the incomplete pass,
that's only because I be feeling to play.
Now Lawrence. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
Well, they approach this drive with a lot of confidence after the last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws have them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. That'll give him 8 that time, and it'll be 4th down.
I thought maybe when he caught, he'd have a good chance of getting that first down, but that's a nice job of holding him up and preventing him from getting to the sticks.
Here we go.
And they'll try and throw for it with Lawrence. This This is caught. It's Brown. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a 1st down again.
Well, they'll use him a lot out of the backfield. He had 5 catches a week ago, and he makes another catch here for good yardage.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. Now a timeout signal for. They'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Play action. It's Lawrence. That is caught. It's Chris Godwin. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. And that extra yardage makes this upcoming field goal attempt much more manageable.
Agreed, because when you talk to defensive coordinators, they always tell us the 35-yard line on our side of the field, that's the line we guard the most aggressively, because once they get there, they believe they're in field goal range.
And his kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So everything else has gone right in this first half. Kind of follows that it would for their kicker, too, as he adds 3 more onto the lead.
Yeah, and the way that this one's gone, definitely not looking like he's going to have to worry too much about pressure kicks late in the game. He can go out there free and easy, just work on his form, and he knocked that one through.
So we've hit halftime here in Tampa with the Bucs out in front. As we toss it an hour
Y'all about to play?
east of here to Orlando, it's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports halftime report.
Damn, bro, sound like annoying this schedule. Wait, do I play that nigga? I think I do play him.
Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. Fielded just outside the goal line. And they'll be backed up to start this drive as he's taken down right around the 15.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
A run there on 1st down, and a pretty good one at 5 yards, so make it 2nd and 5.
This nigga made me wait this long to run every
tough
play.
run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They'll try to run for the first with Ingram. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. Give him the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play.
I know the game's changed. A lot of people would say it's evolved. Look, I'm a little bit Neanderthal, okay? I love this. No exotic formations, no misdirection. Just line up and run the darn ball, pick up the first down. I love it.
Yeah, 3rd and short, that's what you're supposed to do. Like you said, old school, smash mouth football. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a 3rd here, and it's good for a first. And they'll run on 1st down with Hubbard. We'll get this up to about the 44.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defense in front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
From the 44, Smith. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Blitzed by Antoine Winfield Jr. And the Buccaneers are going to take possession of the football.
I certainly think that we're seeing a big reason why this team is struggling to put points on the board so far, because too many of their drives have ended in turnovers already, and we still have almost a full half of football yet to play.
Throwing now, Lawrence on first down. Looking for his running back, and he's got it. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the third quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and that'll bring up second down.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice, easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. On play action, Lawrence. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
I know every offense wants to start their snaps closer to the goal line, but it's actually harder to throw the ball in those situations. You throw into that tight coverage, you see what happens. Hard to get the ball in there.
Not enough space there. Lucky maybe that it wasn't intercepted. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. They'll run with Etienne. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. And his kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further. Whatever was said in the locker room during the break must have worked. They forced the turnover. They didn't get the touchdown, Charles, but it does translate into 3 points to begin this second half.
Exactly as they discussed in the locker room at halftime. Get some points to get things kick-started.
Y'all started?
Now start your half off with some momentum.
Oh,
Give you something to build on for your next
my game over with. I'm up. But
this one fielded at the 5.
wait, what's crazy?
And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. Mr. 2 is
fast. In addition, they need to
ass,
save as much
man.
time so they can get 2 more possessions.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And this is going to be a Panthers first down as he's able to get this up past the 40.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook. Go play action. Toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
Looking for more on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete. Third quarter on a Monday night with a 2nd and 10 coming up. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Play action. It's Smith. Throwing left side, it's complete. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 33. Give them 22 there on the 3rd down conversion.
Now what we're seeing, this is much better from this offense because so far in this game, no touchdown to this point. And what's usually a direct correlation? Very few explosive plays.
And it's a fumble.
Thank you.
And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line.
I don't care what the scoreboard says, partner? You know who's winning this game right now?
Mother Nature.
Yes, indeed. Precipitation's winning in a big way. Sloppy, sloppy. All these turnovers right now.
Yeah, well, this was the forecast. We got what was forecasted, and we've gotten a lot of turnovers.
Shit.
The first play of the drive there is incomplete.
I don't got time
Not his
for that.
best throw there, but where we sit right now in the third quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
And he comes back with one complete. And a good tackle there right around the 30. Stops him short of the first down. So the completion good for 7 there. And that'll bring up 4th down. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And this will be touchdown inside the 20. They'll spot it at the 18-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive.
Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
Way better than
and every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
That's so much bull. That is so bull. How that's not hit, bro. That shit hit my hand.
Bringing it again this week.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Back to throw, Smith. And this time he's got the
Ramsey, bro. Just the first look I knew that light up and don't make no fucking play, bro. Fuck. Look at his ass. Really about to get traded. But not mad that on this shit for real.
They'll fake it. Now Smith. Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up 2nd. Another try after the first down sack. Smith.
Thank you, bro. I'm just trying to hit
it's an interception. Picked by Antoine Winfield Jr. And the Bucs are going to take possession of the football. Boy, so another interception, CD. It feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
A gain of 8 there on the play, and that'll bring up a 2nd down in just a couple. Lawrence. And incomplete on the deep ball.
I think it's fairly safe to call this game over, but they're still trying to bomb it downfield and add to their lead. Almost makes you start to feel for the defense and root for them a little bit, too.
The Bucs on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Now Lawrence to throw. He'll get this out to the flat for Etienne. And he is going to have the Buccaneers first down as this defense unable to hold. It's a 7-yard gain there on 3rd and 2. Off the play fake. Here's Lawrence. Etienne bringing in another one. Down inside the 10. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Travis Etienne with touchdown number 20 on the year. And the Bucs are looking to run it to 5-1 on the season as they add to their 4th quarter lead. And the kick here no good. But a penalty flag is down. Looks like he got run into. The call is to go for one and kick the extra point.
I was looking over the.
Now, these have been no picnic for him
Oh
so
shit!
far.
He's
He's missed
what
two,
the
but
fuck?
this one is good.
I do not lose this shit.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. From the 10. And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Now a play fake, and it's Smith. It's
Somebody
incomplete.
has to
Took a
pick
shot, couldn't
Nobody
connect.
picking that is just
They
like
lead
just
big,
really
and a
upset.
major part of that has been how
Niggas
they've
throwing
taken their play to a
triple
whole new
coverage,
level
right?
this second half.
Hit
No
the
points
ball.
allowed since the break,
This is
and you can add
right?
another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
On third down, they're going to run for it here. And this play going to be stopped in its tracks at the 32, and obviously well short of the first down. Desperation time for Smith on 4th down. And Marshall's got it.
How was it even
And
a
he's
nigga
going to
that was
have a
open?
Panthers first down as
I
they
can't.
manage
I
to
can't.
convert.
I
And
can't.
that'll keep the drive alive.
This nigga just
No
had somebody
reason
wide
not
open
to
in his
try it
face.
there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. Now a first down throw. It's Smith. Well, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
He's going to look deep down the field. And now here's another interception.
Thank you.
And the Buccaneers are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield. But with this advantage, this defense knew that passes were coming, and they stayed in position, Charles, and picked one off here in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, what a way to cap things off, huh? Because I think this is part of the game within the game. They see the scoreboard, they see what they can accomplish, and they went for it.
Now a throw here to his running back, and he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. So 8 yards on the completion there, and they'll be left with 2nd and a couple.
Come on, man.
They go play action with Lawrence. Uncorks one for Davis.
Lawrence.
And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Pretty secure lead,
so
but what's the
bad.
harm in adding another touchdown, right? At least that's what they were
so
thinking on
bad.
that snap. But if he wants to add more points, got to bring the throw down just a little bit and keep it in the end zone.
3rd and 2, now Lawrence. He'll find Etienne out of the backfield. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. It's a gain of 20 and picking up the first. Looking to throw, Lawrence.
Got him one. Got him one. Finally got my tight end to touchdown, kid.
It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
Let's go, bro.
Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. And this one was over a while ago as they just...
Oh, shit, let's go. You missed the kick, too? Oh, it's raining.
The Bucs ready for the kickoff. And here we go. It's in the air. And that one bounces out of the back of the end zone, so we'll start the drive at the 25 on the touchback.
Oh, they buck. That's a bit. Damn. Got that damn dots there.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this fourth quarter. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Straight ahead with Hubbard. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Right where this setup down started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. Throwing on 3rd down, Smith. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Offensively lucky there, able to keep the football, but now
our defense needed this type of game.
I do think, though, they're going to look at this as a positive. One, they recovered the fumble, so they retained possession. But two, being able to punt it changes field position for them. Imagine if that turnover takes place there. Now your defense has to go onto the field and try and hold. Instead, they get a little breathing room.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. They come up on a 4th down situation with things not looking particularly rosy. They snap it to Smith. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Bucs are going to take over with excellent field position to boot. That one looks like he'll throw here. And he whips that one incomplete there. Up big here in the fourth quarter, up really big. That pass and incompletion, I don't think they needed the completion, but Charles, this is an offense right now that they're just having fun. They're clicking on all cylinders.
Yeah, you're right. They didn't need a completion. They certainly don't need any more points. But they're not going to turn them down. They can continue to run what they have in their playbook, and they still want to run it efficiently.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. But their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out because this one, it was over a long time ago.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
They're going on 4th down. Lawrence.
That's a fucking god. Oh my god. Oh my god. That's hot. That's a hot one. That's a hot one. There we go. I needed this game for Lawrence.
It was pretty apparent early on that they were clicking in all 3 phases. It's been fun to watch.
Yeah, sometimes in the NFL you end up in matchups like we've been watching here. And when you go back through the early drives, you can just see that one squad was on a different level in this game. Safe to say, we have been disappointed in watching their execution throughout this contest.
Oh shit, we got the ball back. What we gonna do with it? Oh, Nick Bosa was not having that shit. Say that, man.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
And this is going to be incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
Here we go on fourth. Smith. And it's going to be batted down. It will go the other way with the football. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and it'll be a turnover on downs. So they tried to go for it for pride, but it really wouldn't have mattered. This one, it was already determined.
No doubt about it. This one was over a while ago.
Now Lawrence on first down. And he slings one that's incomplete. But at this juncture, CD, you normally see teams pack in the passing game. They've got a huge lead. Not them, though. They're still taking their shots.
I remember reading in past history, there was a college football coach in the Hall of Fame whose nickname was Close the Gates of Mercy. He wasn't really big on that. He was big on going ahead and scoring. He's kind of reincarnated right here. We're watching it in front of us.
A deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
Partner, in the sportsmanship handbook, there's something to be said for calling the dogs off in a blowout. But these defenders, they also know this is the NFL, and it's their job to stop them, whether they're in the game or they're down by a handful of touchdowns.
That's complete to John Ross. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A good pickup there at 22. Well, this one probably not the close game you would expect or hope to see in prime time, CD. But, of course, that wasn't their intent in preparing for this one. They said they felt like their offense was ready to put up some points. And, my goodness, it has been a dominant display in front of a national audience.
Yeah, they thought it, and it certainly came to fruition, didn't it? They've been dominant in so many ways in this one. If you weren't paying attention to this group before, you certainly are now after seeing this type of victory from them.
Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a first down again.
Well, partner, nothing but praise from me for this offense. They have been tremendous all night long. They knew what they had to do to unlock the defense. And let's face it, this has been a master class in offensive football that we've been here to witness.
And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
I just went stupid. I just won 54-3.
Point after, up and good. And this one was over a while ago.
6 pennies, I beat that. Now I got Eagles next week.
Ready for the kickoff. And here we go. It's in the air. This one taken just inside the 10. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try to hit the reset button starting tomorrow.